Cosmic collision. The night sky above the New Mexico desert erupted in a dazzling display of light, a cosmic firework that painted the heavens in hues of purple and green. Dr. Eliza Reeves, hunched over her telescope at the Sandstone Observatory, gasped as she tracked the object's rapid descent. This was no meteor. "Holy Einstein," she breathed, fumbling for her comm device. "Control, are you seeing this?" Static crackled through the speaker. "Affirmative, Dr. Reeves. Projected impact site is 20 kilometers southeast of your position. Local authorities have been alerted, but..." Eliza didn't wait for the rest. She was already sprinting towards her rugged terrain vehicle, adrenaline coursing through her veins. Years of searching the stars, and now finally, proof was hurtling towards Earth at terminal velocity. As she sped across the desert, kicking up plumes of dust in her wake, Eliza's mind raced faster than her vehicle. First contact. It was the dream of every SETI researcher, the holy grail of astronomy. But the reality of it, a ship clearly in distress, potentially injured beings on board, filled her with equal parts excitement and dread. The impact site was impossible to miss. A deep furrow had been carved into the earth, ending in a smoking crater. At its center lay a sleek, silver craft unlike anything human engineering could produce. Its hull gleamed under the starlight, seemingly untouched by the violent landing. Eliza approached cautiously, her handheld scanner buzzing with readings she could scarcely comprehend. That's when she heard it, a faint tapping from within the craft. "Hello," she called out, her voice trembling. "Can you understand me? I'm here to help." A seam appeared in the smooth surface of the ship, widening into a hatch. Eliza held her breath as a figure emerged, silhouetted against the glow of the interior. She, was humanoid, but the similarities ended there. Iridescent scales covered its body, shifting colors like oil on water. Large, almond-shaped eyes blinked at Eliza, filled with an intelligence that was unmistakably alien. The being took a stumbling step forward, then collapsed onto the desert sand. Without hesitation, Eliza rushed to its side. Up close, she could see the alien was injured, a viscous blue fluid seeping from a gash in its side. "It's okay," Eliza soothed, though she knew her words were likely meaningless to the creature. "I'm going to help you." As she reached out, the alien's hand shot up, grasping Eliza's wrist. The touch sent a jolt through her, not painful, but electrifying. Images flooded her mind: stars, planets, vast fleets of ships, and a single word, resonating with crystal clarity. "Lyra," the alien's voice echoed in her head. "I am Lyra." Eliza's scientific training warred with the impossible reality before her. Telepathic communication. Faster than light travel, the implications were staggering. But there was no time to dwell on them now. Lyra needed medical attention, and the clock was ticking before the authorities arrived. With a strength born of desperation, Eliza half-carried, half-dragged Lyra to her vehicle. The alien's skin felt cool to the touch, its breath coming in ragged gasps. As Eliza gunned the engine, she caught sight of approaching headlights on the horizon. "Hang on," she muttered, both to Lyra and herself. "This is going to be one hell of a ride." The terrain vehicle bounced and jostled as Eliza pushed it to its limits, taking a winding path through the desert to throw off any pursuit. Her mind raced with possibilities. She couldn't take Lyra to a hospital. The alien would become an instant lab specimen. Her own small research outpost was out of the question too. It would be the first place they'd look. That left only one option: her family's old cabin, hidden deep in the Gila National Forest. It was off the grid, stocked with supplies, and known to only a handful of people. It was also a 6-hour drive away. Eliza glanced at Lyra, who had slipped into unconsciousness. "Just stay with me," she pleaded. "I've got about 1,000,000 questions for you." As the first rays of dawn painted the sky, Eliza finally pulled up to the weathered cabin. She had made a few stops along the way, grabbing medical supplies and doing her best to tend to Lyra's wound. The alien had drifted in and out of consciousness, occasionally transmitting fragmented images and emotions that left Eliza reeling. With considerable effort, she managed to get Lyra inside and onto a bed. Now, in the light of day, Eliza could fully appreciate the otherworldly beauty of her unexpected guest. Lyra's scales shimmered with an inner light, patterns rippling across her skin like living fractals. Her features were delicate yet strong, somehow both familiar and utterly alien. As Eliza cleaned and dressed the wound, her scientific curiosity battled with her concern for Lyra's well-being. The alien's biology was fascinating. A cardiovascular system that seemed to use some form of liquid crystal musculature that defied Earth's classifications. But more pressing was the question of what had brought Lyra to Earth, and what dangers might have followed her. Hours passed, and Eliza dozed fitfully in a chair by Lyra's bedside. She was jolted awake by a gentle touch on her arm. Lyra's eyes were open, swirling with colors that seemed to reflect entire galaxies. "Thank you." Lyra's voice resonated in Eliza's mind, clearer now. "You have saved me, at great risk to yourself." Eliza leaned forward, her fatigue forgotten. "You're welcome. I'm Dr. Eliza Reeves. Can you tell me what happened? Why you came to Earth?" Lyra's expression darkened, and a wave of emotion, fear, regret, determination, washed over Eliza. "I am an emissary," Lyra began, her mental voice gaining strength. "My mission was to make peaceful contact with your world, to prepare humanity for its place among the stars." She paused, her scales flickering with agitation. "But there are those among my people who believe your species is too dangerous, too unpredictable, to join the galactic community. They sabotaged my ship, hoping to trigger a violent first contact that would justify Earth's quarantine." Eliza's mind reeled at the implications. "So there's a whole galactic civilization out there. And Earth is what, on probation?" Lyra nodded, the gesture surprisingly human. "Your world stands at a crossroads, Dr. Reeves. The next few days will determine humanity's cosmic fate. And now, I fear, that burden falls to us." Before Eliza could respond, a distant rumble shook the cabin. She rushed to the window, her heart sinking at the sight of black helicopters approaching on the horizon. "They found us," she breathed. Lyra struggled to sit up, her scales pulsing with an urgent light. "We must go. Now. There is much I need to show you and little time." Eliza hesitated for a split second, the weight of the moment pressing down on her. Everything she had worked for, her entire understanding of the universe, was about to change. With a deep breath, she made her decision. "All right," she said, helping Lyra to her feet. "Let's rewrite history." As they stumbled out the back door of the cabin, Eliza supporting Lyra's weakened form, the helicopters grew louder. The forest provided some cover, but Eliza knew it was only a matter of time before they were discovered. "My ship," Lyra communicated urgently. "It has a cloaking device. If we can reach it, we might have a chance." Eliza's mind raced. The crash site was hours away by car, and they were on foot in rough terrain. "It's impossible," she started to say, but Lyra's grip on her arm tightened. "Nothing is impossible," the alien replied, her mental voice filled with a determination that Eliza felt in her very bones. "Your kind has a saying, where there's a will, there's a way. It's time to show the galaxy what humans are truly capable of." As they pushed deeper into the forest, the sound of pursuit growing ever closer, Eliza realized that the fate of two worlds now rested in their hands. Whatever came next, she knew that her life, and the course of human history, would never be the same. The first part of their cosmic adventure had begun, and the stars themselves seemed to hold their breath, waiting to see what this unlikely pair would do next. Quantum bonds and cosmic secrets. The forest canopy shimmered with an otherworldly glow, bioluminescent particles dancing in the air around Eliza and Lyra as they stumbled through the underbrush. Each step sent ripples of light cascading from Lyra's scales, a mesmerizing display that would have captivated Eliza if not for the urgent situation at hand. "Wait," Lyra's voice echoed in Eliza's mind, tinged with excitement. I have an idea. The alien closed her eyes, her form vibrating with intensity. Suddenly, the air around them began to warp and twist, reality itself seeming to bend to Lyra's will. Eliza gasped as the forest blurred, transforming into a kaleidoscope of colors and shapes. Quantum entanglement, Lyra explained, her mental voice strained with effort. Unlinking us to my ship's location. Hold tight. With a sound like reality tearing at the seams, they vanished from the forest. Eliza's stomach lurched as she felt herself stretched across space, atoms scattered and reassembled in the blink of an eye. When the world stopped spinning, they were standing beside Lyra's crashed ship, miles from where they had started. That's impossible, Eliza stammered, her scientific mind reeling. Lyra's eyes sparkled with amusement. Impossible is just a word humans use for things they haven't figured out yet. As the alien activated her ship's cloaking device, rendering it invisible to both sight and senses, Eliza heard the distant thrum of helicopters. Their pursuers would be here soon. We need to move, Lyra urged, guiding Eliza towards the ship's entrance. There's something I must show you. Inside, the craft was a marvel of technology beyond Eliza's wildest dreams. Surfaces pulsed with living light, and what seemed to be a liquid metal flowed and reshaped itself into various instruments at Lyra's mental command. This is a cosmic seed, Lyra explained, gesturing to a swirling orb of energy at the ship's center. It's the key to unlocking humanity's true potential. As Eliza watched, transfixed, the orb projected a holographic display of the Milky Way. Countless worlds lit up, a vast network of civilizations spanning the galaxy. Earth is not alone, Lyra continued, but it is unique. Your species possesses a genetic quirk, a cosmic wildcard that could either elevate you to greatness or lead to your destruction. The hologram zoomed in on Earth, showing strands of DNA that glowed with an otherworldly energy. Eliza recognized it immediately. It was the same glow that emanated from Lyra's scales. This is why some fear humanity, Lyra explained. You have the potential to tap into the fundamental forces of the universe itself. My mission was to guide your species, to help you harness this power responsibly. Eliza's mind raced with the implications. But if we have this potential, why haven't we discovered it yet? Lyra's expression turned grave, because it was locked away, eons ago, by a race known as the precursors. They feared what humanity might become. The cosmic seed is the key to unlocking your true heritage. A sudden explosion rocked the ship. Through the view screen, Eliza saw a squad of heavily armed soldiers approaching, led by a figure in a black suit who moved with inhuman speed and precision. Sentinel, Lyra hissed, fear coloring her thoughts. An android enforcer sent to stop us. As the ship shuddered under another assault, Eliza made a split-second decision. She reached out and touched the cosmic seed. Energy surged through her, every cell in her body igniting with newfound power. Knowledge flooded her mind, the secrets of the cosmos, the true history of Earth, and the latent abilities slumbering within human DNA. Lyra, Eliza gasped, her eyes now glowing with the same ethereal light as the alien's scales. I understand now. We need to wake up the rest of humanity. The alien nodded, a mix of pride and concern on her face. It's dangerous. Once started, this process can't be stopped. Are you sure? Eliza looked out at the soldiers, at the sentinel that represented the forces trying to keep humanity in the dark. She thought of all the people on Earth, unaware of their true potential, of the wonders waiting among the stars. I'm sure, she said, her voice resonating with newfound power. It's time for humanity to take its place in the cosmos. As Eliza and Lyra joined hands, their combined energy surged through the ship's systems. The cosmic seed pulsed, sending out a wave of energy that swept across the Earth. In homes, offices, and streets around the globe, humans suddenly found themselves awakening to extraordinary abilities and cosmic awareness. The sentinel burst through the ship's hull, its eyes glowing red with deadly intent. But Elisa stood firm, drawing on her awakened powers. With a gesture, she sent the android flying backwards, its advanced systems shorting out under the onslaught of energy it was never designed to counter. "We need to get to a populated area," Elisa said, her mind already connecting with the newly awakened humans around the world. "People will be scared, confused. They'll need guidance." Lara nodded, her hands dancing over the ship's controls. "I know just the place. Hold on." As the ship rose into the air, effortlessly evading the military forces scrambling to respond, Elisa felt a surge of exhilaration. Humanity's cosmic adventure was truly beginning, and she was at the forefront. Little did she know that their actions had set in motion events that would reshape not just Earth, but the entire galactic order. As they soared towards their destiny, the stars themselves seemed to pulse with anticipation, eager to welcome humanity into a new age of cosmic enlightenment. The ship streaked across the sky, leaving a trail of shimmering energy in its wake. Below, cities around the world were erupting in chaos and wonder as millions of humans suddenly found themselves grappling with abilities they never knew they possessed. "We're heading to the United Nations headquarters in New York," Lara explained as they approached the East Coast. "It's time for humanity to unite and face its cosmic destiny together." As they neared their destination, Elisa gasped at the sight below. The streets of New York were alive with displays of newfound powers. People were levitating, manipulating energy, and even facing through solid objects. It was a scene of beautiful chaos, a glimpse of humanity's untapped potential unleashed. But amidst the wonder, there was also fear. Military forces were mobilizing, and reports were coming in of some individuals using their new abilities for destructive purposes. "We need to act fast," Elisa said, her mind reaching out to the awakened masses, "before this gets out of control." As their ship descended towards the UN building, a massive crowd had already gathered. World leaders, drawn by an instinctive understanding of the momentous events unfolding, were arriving from all corners of the globe. Elisa and Lara stepped out onto the makeshift stage, their appearance drawing gasps and murmurs from the assembled crowd. Cameras from every news network on Earth were trained on them, broadcasting this moment to billions around the world. Taking a deep breath, Elisa stepped forward. Her voice, amplified by her new abilities, resonated not just through speakers, but directly into the minds of every awakened human on the planet. "People of Earth," she began, her words echoing across continents, "today marks the dawn of a new era for humanity. We stand on the threshold of a great cosmic awakening." As Elisa spoke, weaving a vision of unity and exploration, of humanity taking its rightful place among the stars, Lara watched with a mixture of pride and trepidation. They had set in motion events that would change the fate of not just Earth, but the entire galaxy. The cosmic dance had begun, and its final movements were yet to be written. Celestial convergence. The New York skyline shimmered with ethereal energy as Elisa's words resonated across the globe. Skyscrapers pulsed with newfound power, their structures morphing and adapting as awakened architects reshaped them with mere thoughts. In Central Park, a group of children giggled as they coaxed flowers to bloom in impossible colors, their innocence channeling the cosmic energy in ways adults could only marvel at. "Fellow Earthlings," Elisa continued, her voice carrying an otherworldly timbre that sent shivers down the spines of billions. "We stand at the precipice of our species' transcendence. The cosmic seed has unlocked our true potential, but with great power comes great responsibility." As if on cue, a massive holographic display materialized above the United Nations building, showcasing scenes from around the world. In Tokyo, a team of newly awakened engineers were revolutionizing clean energy technology, harnessing the fundamental forces of the universe to power entire cities. In the Amazon rainforest, environmental activists used their abilities to rapidly regrow deforested areas, creating lush ecosystems in minutes. But not all was utopian. The hologram flickered to scenes of chaos. rogue individuals using their powers for personal gain, clashing with overwhelmed law enforcement. In orbit, military satellites were being repurposed into weapons by paranoid generals, their minds unable to fully grasp the cosmic shift. Lyra stepped forward, her scales rippling with urgency. Humans of Earth, you stand at a crossroads. The galaxy watches with bated breath. Will you rise to the challenge of cosmic citizenship, or succumb to the fears and prejudices of your past? Suddenly, the sky above them tore open, a swirling vortex of cosmic energy materializing. From its depths emerged a fleet of sleek starships, their designs varied and alien. The Galactic Council had arrived. Panic rippled through the crowd, but Eliza raised her hands, projecting a sense of calm. Do not fear. This is our chance to show the universe the best of humanity. As the alien ships descended, a figure emerged from the lead vessel. Tall, ethereal, with skin that seemed to be woven from starlight, the being radiated an aura of ancient wisdom. This was Zor-El, the Supreme Counselor of the Galactic Federation. Greetings, children of Earth. Zor-El's voice resonated telepathically. Your awakening has sent shockwaves through the cosmic web. The time has come for judgment. Eliza and Lyra exchanged worried glances. This was not part of the plan. The awakening was supposed to be gradual, guided. Now, humanity faced a trial by fire. Zor-El continued, his gaze sweeping across the assembled humans. In accordance with cosmic law, awakened species must prove their worthiness to join the galactic community. You will face the trials of ascension. The air shimmered, and suddenly, every human on Earth found themselves transported to vast, otherworldly arenas scattered across the planet. Eliza and a group of world leaders materialized in a colossal structure that seemed to be crafted from pure thought, its architecture defying Euclidean geometry. The trials are threefold, Zor-El's voice echoed. Wisdom, to prove your minds are ready. Compassion, to show your hearts are worthy. And power, to demonstrate your ability to wield cosmic energies responsibly. Lyra, separated from Eliza in the transportation, found herself in a control room with other alien observers. This is unprecedented, she muttered. No species has ever faced the trials so soon after awakening. Back in the arena, Eliza rallied the human representatives. We can do this, she encouraged, her own cosmic powers flaring. Everything we've achieved as a species has prepared us for this moment. As the first trial began, the arena transformed into a mindscape of infinite complexity. Riddles of quantum mechanics and ethical dilemmas beyond human philosophy materialized as living puzzles. Eliza watched with pride as humans from all walks of life, scientists, artists, philosophers, and even children, tackled the challenges with creativity and determination. In the compassion trial, humans were confronted with illusory scenarios of cosmic conflict and suffering. Without hesitation, many offered help and sought peaceful resolutions, their innate empathy shining through despite the alien nature of the challenges. The final trial of power was the most daunting. Humans were tasked with containing a supernova, channeling its destructive energy into a force of creation. Eliza led the charge, guiding her fellow humans in a symphonic display of cosmic manipulation that left even the Galactic Council in awe. As the trials concluded, Zor-El reappeared, his expression inscrutable. Humans of Earth, you have surpassed all expectations. Never in the history of the cosmos has a species shown such potential. A wave of jubilation swept through the human participants, but Zor-El raised a hand for silence. However, great power demands great responsibility. The galaxy is not yet certain if you are ready for unfettered cosmic citizenship. Eliza stepped forward, her body glowing with residual energy from the trials. With all due respect, Counselor, humanity has proven its worth. We demand the right to forge our own destiny among the stars. A murmur of agreement rippled through the humans, their awakened minds linking in a tapestry of shared determination. Zor-El's form seemed to flicker, as if struggling to maintain corporeal form in the face of humanity's collective will. Very well, he conceded. Earth will be granted provisional status in the Galactic Federation. But know this, you'll be watched closely. One misstep, and the consequences will be cosmic. As the alien fleet prepared to depart, Lara rushed to Eliza's side. You did it, she exclaimed, her scales shimmering with excitement. Humanity has taken its first steps into a larger universe. Eliza smiled, but her eyes held a hint of concern. We've opened the door, but the real challenge lies ahead. How do we guide our species through this transition? How do we ensure we use our powers wisely? As if in answer, a shimmer of energy coalesced before them, taking the form of a swirling, sentient galaxy in miniature. The cosmic seed, now evolved, pulsed with infinite possibilities. Perhaps, Lyra mused, reaching out to touch the swirling energies, the next step of our journey lies within. Eliza nodded, her mind already racing with the potential implications. A cosmic roadmap, guiding us towards our true destiny. As they stood there, human and alien united in purpose, the very fabric of reality seemed to hum with anticipation. Humanity's awakening was complete, but their cosmic odyssey was just beginning. Little did they know that far beyond the reaches of known space, ancient forces stirred, roused by the emergence of a new cosmic player. The game of celestial chess had entered a new phase, and Earth was now a key piece on the board. The stars themselves held their breath, waiting to see what this fledgling cosmic species would do next. Quantum entanglement of hearts. The cosmic seed pulsed with an otherworldly rhythm, its swirling energies casting prismatic shadows across Eliza's face. She stood at the heart of the newly constructed Terrestrial Cosmic Academy, a marvel of human-alien hybrid architecture that seamlessly blended organic forms with impossible geometries. Initiating quantum resonance scan, Eliza announced, her voice echoing through the chamber. A holographic display sprang to life, showcasing the intricate web of cosmic energy now connecting every human on Earth. Lyra approached, her scales shimmering with concern. The Galactic Council's surveillance drones are becoming more frequent. They're growing anxious about humanity's rapid progress. Eliza nodded, her brow furrowed in concentration. We need to show them we're not a threat. But more importantly, we need to understand ourselves. She gestured to the hologram. Look at these patterns. Our awakened abilities aren't just random. There's a purpose, a cosmic design we're only beginning to grasp. As they studied the display, a notification chimed. Incoming transmission from Lunar Base, an AI assistant announced. Priority Alpha. The hologram shifted, revealing the face of Dr. Kira Chen, Earth's first quantum astronaut. Her eyes glowed with the telltale sign of cosmic awakening. Eliza, Lyra, we've made a breakthrough. The dark matter reactor is stable. We're ready to attempt our first fold space jump. Excitement rippled through the chamber. This was the moment they'd been working towards, humanity's first step into true interstellar travel. Excellent work, Kira, Eliza replied. We'll be watching from. Her words were cut short as alarms blared throughout the academy. The hologram flickered, showing a massive object emerging from a tear in space-time near Jupiter. By the cosmic core, Lyra gasped. It's a precursor worldship. The object was staggering in its scale, a planetoid-sized vessel of impossible geometries, its surface a maze of alien technology far beyond even the most advanced galactic civilizations. This is unprecedented, Lara continued, her scales pulsing with agitation. The precursors have been silent for eons. Why reveal themselves now? As if in answer, a beam of energy lanced out from the worldship, enveloping Earth in a shimmering field. Panic erupted globally as humans found their newfound cosmic abilities suddenly suppressed. They're trying to lock us down, Eliza realized, her own connection to the cosmic seed wavering. To put the cosmic genie back in the bottle. In that moment of crisis, something unexpected happened. As Eliza struggled to maintain her powers, she felt Lyra's hand grasp hers. A surge of energy flowed between them, their life forces intertwining on a quantum level. Eliza, Lyra gasped, her eyes wide with wonder. I think we just. Quantum entangled, Eliza finished, feeling the aliens' emotions as if they were her own. It was more than a merger of minds. Their very souls had synchronized, transcending the boundaries of their respective species. As they stood there, hands clasped, a new possibility blossomed in their shared consciousness. The precursors think they can suppress humanity's awakening, Eliza mused, a smile playing at her lips. But they don't understand. Our potential isn't just in our individual abilities. Lyra nodded, catching onto the idea. It's in our connections, our unity. With a shared thought, they reached out through the quantum web linking humanity. Across the globe, awakened humans felt the call, joining hands with loved ones, strangers, even former enemies. As billions of human minds linked together, amplified by Eliza and Lyra's cosmic bond, a new kind of energy began to build. It wasn't the raw power of their awakened abilities, but something more fundamental, the very essence of human connection, love, and shared purpose. The precursor suppression field wavered, then shattered under the onslaught of this new force. In orbit, Kira and her team seized the moment, activating the dark matter reactor. A portal blossomed in space, large enough to engulf the Earth. As the precursor worldship launched another attack, humanity made a collective decision that would echo through the cosmos. Earth, in its entirety, vanished through the portal, escaping the precursor threat and embarking on a journey to the stars. As the solar system shrank to a pinprick of light behind them, Eliza and Lyra stood at the helm of humanity's greatest adventure. Their hands remained clasped, their quantum entanglement a symbol of the bridge between species, between hearts. "Where are we going?" someone asked, voice filled with equal parts fear and exhilaration. Eliza smiled, feeling the collective will of humanity surging through her. "To our destiny," she replied, "to the heart of the galaxy itself." As Earth hurtled through the cosmic ocean, a new chapter in human history unfolded. The precursors had sought to suppress humanity's ascension, but in doing so, they had catapulted the species into a new era of exploration and unity. Across the planet ship Earth, humans began to adapt to their new reality. Cities transformed, merging with the cosmic energies that now flowed freely. The lines between technology and biology blurred as awakened scientists pushed the boundaries of what was possible. In Central Park, now a cosmic garden, children played among floating islands of impossible plant life, their laughter echoing with harmonic frequencies that made flowers bloom in sympathetic resonance. The United Nations had evolved into the Cosmic Concord, a governing body that used collective consciousness to make decisions with the speed of thought and the wisdom of billions. And at the heart of it all stood Eliza and Lyra, their bond a beacon of hope and a bridge between worlds. As they gazed out at the swirling cosmos beyond Earth's new orbital shells, they knew that the greatest adventures and challenges still lay ahead. The galaxy watched in awe and trepidation as humanity, the cosmic wildcard, charted a course for the unknown. The game had changed, the board reset, and the stars themselves held their breath, waiting to see what this newly ascended species would do next. Cosmic crescendo. The heart of the galaxy pulsed with ethereal energies, a swirling maelstrom of stars and quantum phenomena that defied conventional physics. Earth, now a gleaming world ship of hybridized human and alien technology, decelerated from its fold space jump, settling into orbit around a massive structure that dwarfed even the largest stars. The cosmic nexus, Lyra breathed, her scales shimmering in harmony with the awe-inspiring sight before them. The mythical crossroads of reality itself. Eliza squeezed her partner's hand, their quantum entanglement humming with shared emotion. "It's beautiful," she whispered, then turned to address the global consciousness of humanity linked through the evolved cosmic seed network. "My fellow Earthlings, we've arrived at the cusp of our greatest journey yet." The nexus loomed before them, an impossibly vast construct of interlocking rings and spheres, each segment housing wonders beyond imagination. It was said to be the source of all cosmic energy in the universe, the birthplace of stars and the cradle of consciousness itself. As Earth approached, a transmission rippled across the noosphere, the collective mental plane of humanity's linked minds. It wasn't in any language, but pure conceptual thought that unfurled in the minds of billions simultaneously. Welcome, children of the Third Awakening. The message resonated. You have been expected. Before anyone could react, Earth was enveloped in a field of scintillating energy. The entire planet and its population found themselves transported inside the outermost ring of the nexus. What greeted them defied description. Impossible landscapes stretched in every direction, where the laws of physics were mere suggestions. Beings of pure energy and thought intermingled with corporeal entities of countless species. It was a cosmic bazaar of ideas, a melting pot of galactic cultures that made New York City look provincial by comparison. Greetings, Terrans, a melodious voice chimed. A being materialized before Eliza and Lyra, its form constantly shifting between humanoid, abstract geometry, and pure light. I am Zinkar, custodian of the Nexus. Your arrival heralds the beginning of the cosmic convergence. Eliza's mind reeled, struggling to process the influx of information and sensory input. Cosmic convergence, she managed to ask. Zinkar's form settled into something vaguely reminiscent of a robed figure. Once in a great while, a species arises with the potential to reshape the very fabric of reality. Humanity is such a nexus of possibility. Your choices here will determine the fate of not just your universe, but all potential realities. As if on cue, the space around them shimmered, revealing glimpses of alternate Earths, worlds where history had taken different turns, where humanity had evolved along different paths. In one, humans had become beings of pure energy. In another, they had merged with machine intelligence to become a silicon-based hive mind. The precursors sought to prevent this moment, Zinkar continued. They feared the chaos of possibility you represent, but chaos is the crucible of creation, and humanity's unique gift is the ability to forge order from that chaos. Lyra stepped forward, her scales pulsing with determination. What must we do? Zinkar gestured, and a swirling vortex of pure cosmic energy materialized. The cosmic forge awaits. Here, you will shape the destiny of not just humanity, but of all sentient life in the multiverse. Eliza felt the weight of billions of minds, linked through the cosmic seed, all focused on this moment. We're ready, she declared, her voice carrying the collective will of her species. As Eliza and Lyra stepped towards the forge, hand in hand, the very fabric of reality seemed to hold its breath. The energy surged around them, and visions of possible futures cascaded through the global consciousness. A humanity that had transcended physical form, becoming shepherds of young civilizations across the cosmos. Earth transformed into a living ship, sailing the cosmic seas and seeding life on barren worlds. A galactic federation with humanity at its heart, bridging the gaps between disparate species and ideologies. Countless versions of Earth linked in a quantum network, sharing knowledge and resources across parallel realities. As the possibilities swirled, a new understanding dawned. Humanity's gift wasn't just in its potential for power, but in its diversity, its adaptability, its capacity for both logic and emotion. With a shared thought, Eliza and Lyra plunged their linked hands into the cosmic forge. Energy surged through them, their forms briefly becoming one with the cosmic tapestry. In that eternal moment, they saw the truth. The multiverse wasn't a collection of separate realities, but a grand symphony of interconnected possibilities. And humanity, in all its myriad forms, was the conductor. As the energy subsided, Eliza and Lyra found themselves back on the transformed Earth, now hovering at the heart of the nexus. But something had fundamentally changed. The barriers between realities had thinned, allowing for communication and collaboration across the multiverse. Zinkar appeared, its form now a hybrid of countless species, including human. "You have chosen wisely," it declared. "The age of cosmic harmony has begun." Across Earth and beyond, humans and aliens alike felt a new connection, a sense of purpose that transcended individual concerns. The cosmic seed had evolved into a cosmic network, linking not just all of humanity, but all sentient life across the multiverse. Eliza turned to Lyra, tears of joy streaming down her face. "We did it," she whispered. "We found our place in the cosmos." Lyra's scales shimmered with emotion as she pulled Eliza close. "No, my love, we've only just begun." As they shared a kiss that seemed to make the stars themselves sing, a new chapter in the cosmic story unfolded. Humanity had not just joined the galactic community, they had reshaped it, ushering in an era of unprecedented cooperation and discovery. The precursors, once feared, now emerged as teachers and partners in this new cosmic dance. The Galactic Council expanded to include representatives from parallel Earths and newfound alien allies. And at the heart of it all stood Eliza and Lyra, their love a beacon of hope that shone across the multiverse. Their journey had started with an alien's crash landing and a human's curiosity, and it had led to the transformation of reality itself. As Earth pulsed with newfound purpose, its people reaching out across the cosmos with open hearts and minds, one thing became clear: the greatest adventure of all, the exploration of infinite possibilities, was only just beginning. The cosmic story of humanity had no end, only new beginnings, written in the stars themselves.